Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm excited to bring you a video on how to plan a budget-friendly trip to a tourist destination. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or a first-time traveler, we all know how expensive travel can be. But, with a little planning and some smart tips and tricks, you can have an amazing trip without breaking the bank. In this video, I'll be sharing 10 budget-friendly tips that will help you save money and make the most of your trip. So, grab your notes, sit back, and get ready to learn how to plan a budget-friendly trip to a tourist destination. Tip number 1, choose the right time to travel. Timing is everything when it comes to budget-friendly travel, so it's essential to choose the right time to go. For example, traveling during peak season is typically more expensive than traveling during the off-season. So, if you're on a tight budget, consider visiting a destination during the off-season. Not only will you save money, but you'll also experience the destination in a less crowded and more relaxed way. And who doesn't love that? Tip number 2, research the cost of living. Before you book your trip, it's essential to research the cost of living at your chosen destination. For example, some tourist destinations have a higher cost of living than others, so it's important to consider this when planning your budget. You can easily find this information online, so take the time to do your research before you go. Knowing the cost of living will help you budget for expenses like food, transportation, and activities, and ensure that you don't overspend on your trip. Tip number 3, book your flight and accommodations in advance. Booking your flight and accommodations in advance can help you save money on your trip. Airlines and hotels often have sales and promotions, so be sure to keep an eye out for these and book early to take advantage of the savings. It's also a good idea to compare prices on different websites and travel agencies to ensure that you're getting the best deal possible. And don't forget to sign up for email notifications from airlines and hotels to stay up to date on the latest deals and promotions. Tip number 4, use public transportation. Using public transportation is an excellent way to save money on your trip. Not only is it more affordable than taking a taxi, but it also allows you to see more of the destination and immerse yourself in the local culture. Research the public transportation options in advance, and make a plan for how you'll get around. You may even find that using public transportation is more convenient than you thought, and you'll save money in the process. Tip number 5, eat like a local. Eating like a local is another great way to save money on your trip. Instead of eating at expensive restaurants, try street food or local cafes. Not only is it more affordable, but it also gives you a chance to try the local cuisine and experience the culture in a unique way. Do some research ahead of time to find the best local restaurants and street food stalls, and be sure to try as many different foods as you can. Your taste buds will thank you. Tip number 6, be mindful of your activities. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a new destination and want to do everything, but that can quickly add up and blow your budget. Be mindful of the activities you choose, and prioritize what's most important to you. For example, visiting a local museum or park is often more affordable than a theme park or guided tour. And remember, some of the best experiences on a trip can be the simple, everyday things like exploring a local market or taking a scenic walk. Tip number 7, use travel apps. There are many travel apps that can help you save money and make the most of your trip. For example, you can use apps to find the best deals on flights, hotels, and activities. You can also use apps to track your spending and keep your budget on track. And don't forget about maps and navigation apps, which can help you get around your destination and save money on transportation. Do your research and find the apps that work best for you and your budget. Tip number 8, be flexible with your plans. Being flexible with your plans is another way to save money on your trip. For example, if you're traveling during peak season, consider staying in a less popular area or booking a less expensive hotel. You may also want to consider visiting a destination that's less popular or less well-known, as these destinations often offer a more budget-friendly and authentic travel experience. So, be open to new experiences and new destinations, and you may just find your next favorite travel destination. Tip number 9, plan ahead and be organized. One of the best ways to stay within your budget on a trip is to plan ahead and be organized. Make a list of all the things you need to do and see, and stick to it. Having a plan and staying organized will help you avoid overspending on your trip. Tip number 10, be mindful of your spending. Finally, it's important to be mindful of your spending while you're on your trip. Keep track of your expenses, and try to stick to your budget as much as possible. This will help ensure that you have enough money to cover all of your expenses, without having to worry about overspending. Conclusion. In conclusion, planning a budget-friendly trip to a tourist destination is possible if you follow these tips. From choosing the right time to travel, to using travel apps and being mindful of your spending, there are many ways to save money and make the most of your trip. Thanks for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, happy travels!